So what we're going to do is we're going to do a media page and we're going to do value scales using pencil and colored pencil. So we're going to start by drawing our value scale box with a ruler, and it's 1 inch by 5 inches, and you need 2 of them. So find the inches side of your ruler, put it kind of near the top but not all the way to the top of your page, and draw a 5-inch line. So make it as straight as you can, start at 5 and go to the beginning. And check on your ruler. Some rulers, like mine, the beginning mark is not the end of the ruler, so you need to make sure you're at the beginning mark. For some of you, that will be the end of the ruler. So you should have a 5-inch line. Then you're going to put the ruler perpendicular and draw a 1-inch line. So it should look like this. Then you're going to draw your 5-inch line on the bottom. These don't have to be perfect, but they should look like you used a ruler. And then your 1 inch on the side. And if you don't have a ruler yet, that's fine. I'm going to do this again because we have to do this twice. So you should have something like this. And then we want to make the marks so that we have 5 1-inch squares. So I'm going to put a little mark on 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you'll draw the lines across based on your marks. So it should look like that. Once you have your first one, if you would give it to your neighbor, the ruler, and let them go through the first one with me again if they need to. So if you have already used the ruler, hand it to someone who has not as I go through the second one so they can have directions as they follow along. Alright, so starting 5-inch line on the top, 1-inch line on the side, five-inch line on the bottom, and then connect to the end. Once you have your long rectangle, you add your marks at each inch. And then draw your lines. So make sure you've labeled it correctly. Your pencil will be a number 2 pencil, and you want to put that out beside the first one so you know what type of pencil you used. I'm using a 6B, but you're using a number 2 pencil. And it should say Media Study Page number 1 and have the date in the top right hand corner. Once you have your 2 boxes, or if you're waiting to make one of yours, you have a circle template on your grouping. So the largest circle is on one of the top corners, depending on which side you're looking at. And I want everyone to trace the one below it. I have it upside down. This is the largest one here. The one below it is the one you want to trace. And you need 2 of those. It should look like this. Make sure you trace the right circle.
Do they take all of our boxes?
They were up by the front door.
Okay.
They gone?
Yeah. Gabby, we don't have any others, so just use the biggest ones that are in there.
Okay, so if you've done a value scale before and you know how to do one, feel free to move ahead. If you have extra time, you can work on your About Me page while you're waiting on everyone else to catch up. Some of you might have done this, some of you have not done it at all, and it might be good review. So when you're doing a media study page, the purpose is to use the media that you're going to be using for a project and experiment with it. So the most simple medium that we're going to use is a pencil. So learning how to create value with a pencil is important. So what we're going to do is create a value scale in the first box with your pencil. The one to the left is going to be the lightest. How you hold your pencil is important. I'm not holding my pencil like I'm writing with it. When you're writing with it, you're going to be holding it more down like this. I'm holding my pencil a lot higher, probably like an inch to an inch and a half higher, because you want to hold it gently. And you don't want to be applying a ton of pressure, especially on this first one. This should be the lightest one. So you're going to start by laying down the pencil extremely light, just as light as you can. I'm barely dragging it across the paper. You want all your lines to go in the same direction. You're just lightly putting it down. As you move to the next square, I would suggest, especially early on, keep it just as light and then go over it again. Just as light. Especially the first couple can be the hardest to get correct. But you want each square to be just a little bit darker than the one in front of it. This is a 5-step value scale. By the end of the year, you'll be doing a 7. And then when you get into VE2, we'll be doing 9. So you can see right now my first 2 are very close. So I'm going to go back over my second one just as light because I don't want it a lot darker, I just want it a little darker. Kind of holding the pencil sideways too, so that it's the point of the pencil is not what's down. I'm not looking to make defined lines. I'm wanting them to blend together. Once I finish mine, I'll walk around and help you. So as I move on to the third one, I'm matching the value ahead of it first, and then I'm going to make it a little bit darker. So it's matching right now, and now I'm going to add another layer. Same thing on the fourth. I matched the one before it. Now I'm going to go back and make it darker. And there it is, complete. So that is your goal.